Welcome everybody to Shadowrun Hong Kong Extended Edition. Alright, let's just get right into this. Oh yeah, it has bonus stuff, but you need to actually play through the game first, so I guess I'll do that. Yeah, easy mode. That's just, listen, I just cannot. Lady Elf. Ooh, you've got different, thingamywhats. Some of them are the same. And let's do Corporate and Shadowrunner. At least this one, I can have a real name and then I can have a street name. So, I already know what I want my street name to be. But for my real name, a lot more cinematic than the previous two, but it's the last one, so.
You have one new message.
Hi.
Holy shit!
It's Raymond.
There's voice acting.
I hope I have the right number. Look, I know we haven't spoken in a while, but I need your help. Remember the day I took you and Duncan off the streets? I told you that the past is just a story, that if you can just accept that, your past loses all power over you. Yeah. I was wrong. I'm on my way to Hong Kong now, to finish something I should have faced a long time ago. And I need you with me. I know we're not blood, and we didn't leave things in a good place, but you and Duncan are the only real family I have. Please, if our past means anything to you, meet me in Hong Kong right away. I'll explain more when you get here.
Except that I'm guessing from this though that I'm gonna have arrived too late to have done anything. I'm almost out of time. Yeah, I think his time ran out before I got here. Alright, I better make use of a liberal amount of manual saves, because apparently this game can be super, super buggy. Raymond Black, the old man gave you a home once, took you and Duncan off the gang-ridden streets of the Barrens, sheltered, educated, slap sentenced to you both, until you almost resembled productive members of society. And then you took off, left it all behind, landed behind bars for a time, tried to start a new life after that. It's been 8 years since you've heard Raymond's voice, until out of the blue, you got this cryptic message, a plea for help. Meet me in Hong Kong right away, and, wire to your account, enough yuan to pay for the flight and then some. The descent is rough. A squall comes out of nowhere, sending a solid sheet of rain punching into the suborbital transport. With a ragged shudder, the plane finally skids to a halt at the edge of the Cheklapkok Carmack. An hour and an interminable number of motionless security checkpoints later, you hail a water taxi to Victoria Harbor. Hong Kong looms ahead, pulsing with energy. There it goes. You step from the churning of the water taxi to the ponderous rocking of the docks, your stomach lurching at the transition. As soon as you're clear, the captain nods once and steers the small craft back into the harbor. The man never said a word, just handed you a worn brown duffel bag when you stepped on board, filled with gear, some stiff new body armor, and a note. Better safe than sorry, D. Above, smog-thick clouds hang low in the sky, reflecting the lights of the city in a nauseating swirl. The wind changes direction more than once, creating a heady stew of aromas: diesel, sea salt, street food, and filth. It's all you can do to keep your in-flight meal where it belongs. Two figures stand waiting in the dim light of the pier. The first is an orc, lean, with in-your-face muscles and a jaw made to break fists. The second is an elf, one hand resting casually against her hip. Raymond Black is nowhere to be seen. Well, don't you look like shit? Duncan Wu, the closest thing you had to a brother. You haven't seen the man in 8 years, still as charming as ever. He grins. Green's not really your color, Helena. Don't go with that nice new armor I got you. As you open your mouth to respond, something shoots alarmingly in your stomach, a liquid, a bubbling sensation. At least I'm not. Your stomach lurches against it again as another wave crashes against the pier. The taste of bile fills your mouth. Listen, if you're gonna hurl, get it over with now. We've got to find Raymond. Stand still. You make a great target. I'll pass. He's still got that same baritone rasp. Had it since he was 12. Wu developed early. I think that's common with orcs. He never showed up, Helena. It's not like him. When was the last time you saw him? A few weeks ago, before I got his message telling us to meet him here. I'd been working a lot, so I hadn't been by the house in a while. Any idea what's going on? The orc bows his head. His voice sounds far away. No clue. All I know is that Raymond hasn't been himself in a long time. The Raymond that I remember was a bit distant to begin with. This is different. He's been restless, staying in his study inside his own head a lot, and he barely sleeps anymore. I've been worried about him, but I haven't figured out what to do about it. He looks up at you and shrugs. And I didn't have a sister to turn to. Hell, wasn't too sure you were even alive still until Raymond managed to track down your number. The woman standing beside him breaks in. We should get going, Duncan. Head back to the meeting point in case your dad shows up. Copy that, Sarge. They're wearing Lone Star body armor. Looks like Duncan Wu's gone private police. You his girlfriend or something? Oh, hell no! The corner of her mouth flicks upward in amusement. I'm his partner. The woman taps her chest with an armored finger. Carter. I figured I could use some backup. Didn't know what Ray's gotten himself into, and I wasn't sure you were going to show up. It's a tossed-off remark, but there's an undercurrent of resentment in it. You got something you want to say? Nope. He shakes his head. Hey, look. I'm glad you're here, Helena. Seriously, but I'm going to need some time to get used to having you around again. Been a while since I heard from you, you know what I mean? Memories of sleepless nights in lockup flash by, wondering if you ever see Duncan or Raymond again. Wondering if you even wanted to. And then, stepping out into daylight, suddenly free, the fault of some obscure corporate restructuring. A few hundred new yen worth of apology from your former jailers, and a decision to start a new life. To leave the past behind. All of it. Until now. Yeah, we'll talk about it later, okay? Wu stares at you, his goggles reflecting the harbor lights. Yeah. Okay. He scans the waterfront, frowning. Let's just find Raymond. He was supposed to meet us in the plaza on the other side of this pier. The sooner we find him, the sooner you can all have a big, happy family reunion over dinner. Carter grins. And the sooner I can find a place to get a drink around here. Damn right. Ahead of you, Hong Kong rises serpent-like from the sea, government and megacorp coiled together, writhing in their basket of institutionalized corruption. No one can tell where the snake's body ends and his tail begins. That's what Raymond used to say. Duncan turns and starts down the pier. Carter follows. Except that actually they're following me. Objective had to keep the team alive. Oh no. Fresh construction is expanding the harbor out into the water. Corporate interests can afford to create new streets. That's locked. The guard shack at the end of the pier is dark and empty. Duncan gives the gate a push, but it doesn't budge. I mean, it's less of a gate. I don't know what you call it, but that's not sort of the image a gate inspires. Huh. Well, that was open earlier. Duncan frowns. Looks pretty solid. Maybe if you bang your head against it hard enough, it'll open. Ha, maybe. He squints into the guard shack. Strange there's no one here, though, isn't it? Carter shrugs. Who knows? It's Hong Kong. Not exactly sure how things work around here. Come on, Rookie. We can cut through the construction site. I hate it when you call me that. Alright. Who do you think is gonna die? Duncan or Carter? Boop. The gate is locked, but the nearby control panel appears accessible. Carter pulls it open with a metallic screech that pierces your skull, sending a new wave of pain down to your churning stomach. She examines the control panel for a moment, then throws Wu a backward glance. Looks like there's another way off the docks on the other side of this gate. I think I can bypass the lock. Alright, go ahead. I've already poked around a little bit, so there's nothing else to look at. Carter fiddles with some wires and the door lock hisses open. Got it. Let's go. What's this in the corner here? But yeah, like, I don't know why I would want to look around. There's nothing else to, like, look at. Movement. Where? Oh. Shouting in Cantonese. More Cantonese, too quick to catch. Oh my god, there's 4 people. The group on the dock was fishing a package out of a speedboat when you surprised them. Now the package at the bottom of the bay and the speedboat is disappearing into the distance. They close on you, red-faced and yelling. The light of the harbor glints off their weapons as they approach. The leader shouts something in Cantonese, but it's too fast to make out. You're rusty. It's been years since Raymond's house and the language lesson that wouldn't end. The old man never spoke anything but his native language at home. Wu speaks with authority. His Cantonese is as solid as ever. He never let it drop. You guys doing some late-night fishing? The smuggler smiles. Oh yeah, we're fishing for assholes. Wu points at their weapons. You're gonna need some better bait. All you're gonna do with that is catch trouble. Try out your Cantonese. We're just passing through. Why don't you put the guns away? Their spokesman laughs, looks at his crew. Hey, you talk good Cantonese, baby. Real authentic. He keeps laughing. Actually, you just told me you're gonna crap a gun. Wu flashes his badge. Lone Star, put the guns down. The smuggler squints at Wu's badge, then smiles at his friends. Never seen a badge like that before. Either it's fake or you're some kind of security guard. He grasps his rifle. Either way, this ends the same. I think he's done talking. Yep. Man, I miss having... Every time I go to a new game, it's like, it's just... I miss fucking having 3 movement abilities. I'm very good at talking. Not 3 movement abilities, 3 AP, there we go. Ow. Ow. Rude. Oh, I killed her. She's dead. Please be deceased. That's not being deceased. There we go. Ow. Do you think those guys are triad? No idea. Not sure, I don't recognize their tattoos. I guess no chance of picking up whatever they had dropped, eh? Boop. An illegal street drug made from the elite kamikaze form, something called Toko. Mine now. More things to sell for that tiny bit of extra new yen. Another gate panel. This one's been vandalized and busted up good. A real nightmare of a repair job. Wu stares at the fence, considering. Loops and whirls of razor wire glitter in the lamplight. Looks edged with monofilament. The corporations here don't screw around. Why don't we just cut ourselves an opening? She shakes her head. Even if you could, it'd snap back on you. Ever seen a high-tension wire whip through a human body? You don't want to. Duncan nods his agreement. We aren't touching it. How about it, Carter? Think you can get the gate open? She winks at him. What do you think? She eyeballs the job. It'll take me a few minutes, though. Frowning, she leans in to get a closer look at the mangled fuse box. A few seconds later, she starts pulling wires and yanking fuses, a look of intense concentration on her face. Thought she was a mage. In Cantonese, Helena, he sounds like Raymond when he does it. What's with the lecture, Wu? His face is impassive. I could tell you couldn't follow everything those smugglers were shouting. You're rusty and that's dangerous. Only Cantonese from now on, just like when we lived at Raymond's house. Those endless drills are about to pay off. The pen of my aunt is sitting on the end table. Satisfied? He shakes his head, continues in Cantonese. You gonna be a dick about this, Helena? We're in Hong Kong. Only Cantonese from now on. Just like when we lived at Raymond's house. The sensor shows about that's exactly the same. Just like at Raymond's. He nods once, satisfied, then turns his back and scans the horizon. At least you can still handle yourself in a fight. Did you doubt it? His back still to you. Nope. The silence between you gets louder, heavier, then is broken by a sudden wailing screech. Wu's hand goes to his holster. The screech is replaced by the sound of grinding wheels. Glancing over the console, you see Carter grinning back at you. Got it. Let's go. The light from the nearby vendor stall stabs into your eyes, triggering a throbbing ache in the back of your skull. You stop short, squinting, as rough voices drift in on the wind. Where's everyone else? Where's the damn shipment? Haven't seen them yet. We just got here. The voice becomes irritated. Long way's probably waiting for us so we can haul it out of the boat for him, that lazy bastard. Let's just hang out here. Let him find us. Carter keeps her voice low. Looks like we're on a stroll through Smuggler Central. These gangers don't know we're here. We could probably just slip past. Or we could clip them. They're already looking for us. Might better take them out now while we've got the element of surprise in our hand. Ambushing while unaware on a toss screen. Press the holster button to turn combat mode. Nah. Let's see if we can't move the crate. Karma gained. I doubt there's anything I can pick up there. And the game was saved as well. There's something here. Let's pick it up. 54 new yen. Nice. Get some soy calf and start the day, I guess. It's a husky troll. Okay, before I go and talk to him, what else is going on here? Quite a lot. Looks like I can't go any farther that way. Can't go down there. Okay, I guess I don't have a choice. Hello, husky troll. Oh, this is meeting location. Crossing the street, you can make out 4 shadowy figures loitering in the plaza ahead. Troll, orc, dwarf, elf. 2 men, 2 women. They're different from the smugglers on the dock. Alert, poised, professional. You can see they've made a token attempt to conceal their weapons. The unspoken message is clear. We're strapped, mind your manners. Wu stands up tall, takes that amused tone he gets whenever he's standing toe-to-toe with someone bigger. Someone who doesn't know they're about to go down. Evening, folks. You got permits for those bazookas? The thick troll puts his mouth into a comic frown. Permits? Give me a minute. He makes a show of patting his pockets. Nope, guess not. I must have dropped mine in a dumpster, along with the last idiot who stepped to us. Wu coolly surveys the scene, nods in a friendly fashion. Is that right? Well then. You can almost feel Wu's cop training kick in. It's like watching a drone execute a command routine. He reaches for his rifle, brings it up quick, but it's too late. By the time it hits shoulder level, an assortment of nasty-looking ordnance is already trained on his head. Carter backs him up. She whips her arms forward, fists blazing with magical fire. Her eyes sweep the scene, darting from one figure to another. All right, everyone, just be cool. The thick troll's voice is casual, amused. He shakes his gun in Wu's face. A little late for that, isn't it? Listen, guys, my stomach's doing somersaults. How about we all put our guns away before someone gets hurt? The thick troll snorts a laugh. That guy looks like he'd use an enema. Something we can do for you, officer? Wu's jaw tightens, but his tone stays cool and controlled. I'm looking for an old man, Raymond Black. We were supposed to meet him here. You know him? The troll nods his enormous head. Mm-hmm. Wu's voice gets an edge. You can see a vein in his temple start to pulse. Where is he? Carter sees it too, keeps her voice neutral. Easy, Duncan. The troll maintains amused eye contact, but his weapon stays trained on Wu. That's right. Easy, Duncan. Your friend Raymond never showed. We've been waiting for the better part of an hour. Think everyone can put their guns down? His voice is steady, but it's clear he's coiled. I don't think so. Not till I get some answers. Like, he mutters through gritted teeth, like why a group of heavily armed assholes are meeting a little old man at a construction site at midnight. The orc girl chimes in. Her tone is light. She's trying to defuse the situation. We do odd jobs. For money. Wu speaks softly, but you know that means he's reaching the end of his rope. He cracks his neck. Pop, pop. What kind of jobs? She gets a wry look in her eye. Her answer is flippant. Odd jobs. This and that. So, you were tour guides, right? The troll's yellow-brown tusk shifted into a smile again. Yeah, kinda. The old man hired us to take you all on an excursion. Wu's brow furrows. Hired you? He takes a moment, looks them over. They're an odd assortment. A cybered-up troll, an orc girl with magical fetishes, a dwarf with a cyberdeck slung on her back, and a tall elf standing behind them, quietly inscrutable. All with guns trained on Wu. Understanding spreads across Wu's face. His jaw tightens. You're Shadowrunners. The troll nods. Mm-hmm. Wu's shoulders creep up. His stance tightens. This is bullshit. Raymond would never hire Shadowrunners. They're criminals. The troll corrects him. Mercenary operatives. The dwarf cuts in. Her voice is soft but strong. Criminal mercenary operatives. So, yeah, you're right. Your buddy Raymond was associating with a bunch of hardened criminals. The troll tosses Wu a sideways smile while staring down the long barrel of his gun. Sorry to burst your bubble, Lone Star. Guess you didn't know the old man as well as you thought, huh? Wu tries to shake it off, but he's struggling to process the information. You can feel the heat coming off of him. The runners sense it too, and they tense up tight. They're keyed on Duncan, and their guns are big. The looks on their faces make it clear. One wrong bead of sweat, and Wu's going down in a red mist cloud. Carter remains completely still. Her voice is level, moderate. She's done this before. Let's all stay focused. No need for this to get ugly. She speaks quietly to Wu, who listens without turning, his focus squarely on the troll. We need to find Raymond. These are the people who can help us do that. What were you hired to do? You can tell the orc girl's had enough of this tension. She blurts it out. The old man wanted us to take him into Kowloon Walled City. She waves a hand at the three of you. You too. Two large rats clinging to her hip and shoulder poke their heads out of the folds of her clothing. They fix the beady eyes on you intently. You know the walled city? Isn't this Kowloon City? The girl sighs, roll her eyes. Yeah, this is Kowloon, but Kowloon Walled City is different. It's a shithole. The worst slum in the Eastern Hemisphere. Trid clips and news stories can't do it justice. Memories of growing up in the Redmond Barrens flash through your mind. We get it. It's a real bad place. Now why would a little old man pay you to take him there? The dwarf standing next to her nods and jumps in. Wouldn't say. He mumbled a lot too. Just kept rambling on and on about how he had to get in. Under ordinary circumstances, I never would have accepted the gig. The walled city is the last place I want to go. But the old man rolled up a truckload of new yen, and you gotta eat, right? Wu risks a glance at you. His weapon remains trained on the Shadowrunners, but a flicker of uncertainty plays across his face. Why would Raymond want to enter the walled city? It doesn't make any sense. Didn't make much sense to us either, but like I said, new yen's new yen. The troll shrugs. Okay, gang, I tell you what. He looks at his team as he slowly starts to lower his weapon. We're all gonna put our guns down. Holy shit! Well, Carter's dead. The sound of high-caliber rifle shots hangs in the air, and the red dots of laser sights sweep the area. Carter, the troll, and the silent elf lie dead in widening pools of blood, their heads broken open like melons dropped from a 4-story building. The orc girl screams from cover. Nightjar! Nightjar, come on, big man, talk to me. Gut shot? No, no. She turns to the dwarf, her eyes wild with fear. Oh shit, this isn't good. A voice blares out from a loudspeaker. This is the police. Lay down your weapons, put your hands behind your head, and come out where we can see you. Duncan Wu, Helena Tanzer, come out where we can see you. You have 3 seconds. Duncan crouches behind cover, his gaze locked on Carter's corpse. His voice comes out in a hoarse roar. Stand down, damn it. I'm law enforcement. Lone Star. Lone Star. He's driven deeper into cover by a hail of gunfire. The dwarf shakes her head at him. Her voice is flat. Save your breath. They won't listen. Use your eyes. Those bastards aren't here to make her rest. A sniper shot hits the wall next to her head, showering her in an explosion of plaster. We need to get out of here. Now. Everyone pipe down. Just give me a minute. The rat girl stares at the ground intently as if listening. Then her brow furrows, her eyes go beady, and her nose wrinkles up. She begins to sway back and forth, her lips moving soundlessly. She snaps out of her trance. Okay, I've got a way out. It's at the end of the street. Everyone come with me. Everyone? We don't need the rent-a-cops, Gobbet. We're the only ones. The little orc whips her head toward her friend. Their extra firepower is, I got us an exit, but we've got to get past the heat, and we can't shoot our way out of this on our own. If nothing else, they can soak up a few rounds for us. Well, thanks. She turns to you, her pupils pinpricks of intensity. Just stick to cover and keep close. There's a door down the street that leads to a back alley. That's her exit point. You fall behind, you get left behind. So yeah, I think we need to go that way? Yeah. Wow. Amazing. There we go. That's better. See how long this takes. Oh, there's people behind us. Good. That's Cyberman's business. Staying covered. Come on. For God's sake. Come on. God damn it. Deactivate the drones. The police drones power down. Good. Oh, there they are. They're over there. Ouch. Oh, the spear didn't last very long. Oh, of course. Why are you facing the complete other way? Ow. Just moving everyone up. Damn it. Are you okay there, little fire spirit? There we go. Damn it, come on. Just let me kill this stupid guard. Achievement unlocked, shoot straight. I'll look at that later, if I remember. Oh, there's more people coming behind. Oh, and there's people in front of us now. Great. Where the fuck did you come from? Oh, look, there's me. Boop. Okay, you need to heal. Get you over here. You can go here. Oh wait, no. Escape. Bye. Who's this asshole coming up behind us? Nyum. Nyum. Bye, assholes. We're leaving.